Welcome in and welcome back. My name's OK Repeat and I just saw a shooting star, which is a good sign for us here in the Unfinished Goose. Swan. I'll get the name of the birds correct at some point. Anyways, the Unfinished Swan, and we have a next bit of our story here as we're getting closer to tracking down this king and hopefully finding the swan and just really getting down to the bottom of this story and what's going on here.
For 9 years, the king didn't paint a thing. Then he had a vision, a colossal monument of himself that would be his legacy for the ages. But he hadn't even finished painting the scale model, which was over 100 feet tall itself, when his powers began to fail.
Oh, his powers began to fail. So that must be the scale model up there. After his having a family plan kind of fell through, I guess. Well, the king we learned last time is like probably our family, like our father. And we don't know why our mother left him so suddenly. We did find out that the swan did originally come from this world, so it's lucky that we happened to bring the one single picture that came from a foreign world with us. And that decided to lead us here.
The king never finished another painting. Then one night he went to sleep and couldn't even finish his own dream. And he's been trapped inside it ever since.
So he's sleeping with his friend the hippo, sitting safely by his side. Ooh. This seems like a bad thing to touch. Yeah, not too bad though. Only shocks some of the hairs on my body. Can we hit these and turn it off? No. Oh, here we go. Footsteps. Footsteps, footprints. Listen for the footsteps, you know? If not for those, then these chords are really showing us the way. Glad to... Uh-oh. Well, I guess we should get a move on. Who knows what sort of task force he has. Oh! The water is rising. I didn't see that at first. Can we hit that from here? At least it's not electrified water. Okay, this time we acted fast enough. Hopefully. Who knows how fast this water is rising behind us? I think it's rising quite quickly, but I can't see a thing. Climb quickly through the darkness. What kind of a father would... Ooh, balloon. Stop and get the balloon. Why would he have this built in as part of the defense of this location? Okay. It's just water. Oh, we should have jumped on top of that. It's a good thing it saved us here and didn't bring us back further. But seriously, why is the whole water level of the entire world rising? Oh look, there's a picture of Dad, there's a picture of some random dude, there's a picture of different mustaches he's considered in the path. Nope, I shouldn't have gotten off right there. Okay, once more up the elevator we go. We have to climb out the ceiling. Is the water still rising? Everything is covered down below. I thought I was safe right there. Okay, the water seems to still be rising then. I don't see the boat. I was looking for the boat. Didn't see it. Must be gone. Somebody sank the boat. The swan is here. Mr. Swan, did you know this would happen? Why'd you make me move that lemon? Ah, he's trying to distract me. Get me killed again. I'm not gonna listen to you, Mr. Swan. There you are. Should I hit that? Or should I hit you? Well, that didn't work. I couldn't hit him. Wait, we're away from the... I want to be over there. How am I supposed to wake my dad up? And is he at risk of drowning himself? Well, up we go. Hello there. We made it!
As Monroe stood there trying to think of something to say,
How do you begin
the
that
statue
conversation?
shuddered and the hatch slammed shut.
Uh-oh.
And now there was no more need for talking. The king was awake.
Hello! But really, how do you go forward in that conversation?
Ah, it's you, the boy from my dream. What a strange dream it was.
Were you watching me?
My life's work
That's
was
creepy.
being destroyed, and all I could do was watch.
Oh, I did destroy a bunch of the stuff.
Sit here by the fire.
Okay. Are
It
we
all
underwater right
began
now?
Right there, in the house I grew up in. I heard a heavy knocking at the door.
This is not
Just
the same house.
like on the night I left. I opened the door, but there was nothing there. Just white space.
Huh. Oh, he also had the power to paint the world. Did he have the time power? He had the time power. Oh. That's the end of the world. I have enough money for the hose. This seems like a good time for it. Oh, now that is nice. Oh, the door's shut on us. Well, yeah, I guess we're trapped here. Actually, this kind of looks like exactly where we began earlier. In which case, this is outdoors right here.
When I got outside, disaster. Some miscreant had painted everything. My garden was ruined.
It kept everything from earlier that we painted. Well, except this was different.
And then my statue spoke and said, "Help me! Some little hooligan is running around splattering everything in the garden. I think he's headed for the..." Something got in my mouth. Oh dear.
I didn't do that. Whatever you're gonna try pinning on me, I did not destroy any public property. So you can't pin that on me. That was not me. Goodbye.
I saw my unfinished labyrinth, abandoned and forgotten.
You left behind a lot of different projects, which is okay. It's good to keep on trying and learning things.
And then the credits appeared.
Your dreams have credits?
I've never had
Oh
that.
yes, and subtitles.
Oh, that's really cool, actually. I have flashbacks in my dream, but I've never had credits and subtitles. Gotta make them grow, make it grow. Where are we going? Oh, wait. Everything's upside down. This is a very strange dream place you got here. Perhaps this way? This seems different, at least. Well, I do see the Swan. And he's still, he's so insufferable. He's still running away. Even when I'm like not even the boy, just trying to get to the bottom of this. I think if I could get close enough to that, I'll be able to just fall into that existence.
And then I saw my beautiful city strangled by those disgusting vines. I built it to stand 100 lifetimes, and instead it'll be buried in one. A monument for weeds.
A monument for weeds. Well, that's what you get when you leave it behind. We're up. Here's a door. Build this way. Climb this way. Come on.
The dining hall was full of people, like the old days. It smelled like roasted goose. For a moment, I was happy.
For a moment. Oh, there's the older, more distinguished king.
And suddenly, I was alone again. The world had become cold and dark.
Very cold and dark. At least the food isn't white. Okay, the paint faded. I was very bothered by it being painted white. But at least there was some goose.
I felt my own death rising up around me.
Ooh. Ooh. Is the water rising again? The water is rising again. That was their way of saying, the water is kind of rising, yo. You better get a move on. Jump on a table, because tables can float. Press F to pick it up. This king knows some really cool tricks. Where do I need to build to, though? Perhaps there? This king knows some really cool tricks. Are there spiders again? I feel like I'm hearing things in the water. We never really
I
resolved.
floated past chunks of the house I built, or started building. Scarcely 10 years later, and the whole thing was in ruins. My works were meant to last forever, but most of them will be gone before I am.
I don't know if we want to go this way. Oh, there was something over there.
I was at a funeral.
I want whatever
My
that was.
own, as it turned out. No one was there. Except you.
Aww. I saw him for a second. Son? Are you here? Son? Did the benches swallow you up? He's just gone. Oh, now I'm the son, but there's that swan. Hello, old man. I just did that. I didn't mean to do that. I took one look at my son and became my son. Oh. That just
I
amused
saw
me.
my monument. My last hope of leaving something that would live on after me. And I began to walk towards it.
Through the graveyard. I like how they're doing these credit scenes.
And with each step I took, I got larger.
Okay, I thought I was just floating.
I just kept growing and growing, like a teenager. With a gentle push, my monument crumbled and sank.
Well, there's your
I saw
monument
my
gone.
life's work laid out in front of me. Soon it would crumble into dust or be painted over by someone who would come after me, the same way I painted over what was here before me.
Are we the giant now? Wow, we could really see all the work those vines did. I wish it was more covered though. I've watered so many vines.
When the universe ended, I knew that everything I'd made was over. And
That's how that works.
as I sat there, looking out into the darkness, I thought back on all the things I'd built and left unfinished. I realized something. I wasn't sad that it was all gone. I had fun making all that stuff. I would have done it anyway. And then, somehow I knew that when I woke up, all my work really would be destroyed. And that's when you showed up. I don't know how you got here, but I'm glad to see you. I have something for you. This brush isn't mine anymore. My work is over. It belongs to you now. I hope it makes you happy, and that someday they will say, he is a better man than his father.
Did you just...
That door will take you anywhere you want to go. But leave quickly, child. None of this will last for long.
Wait a second.
And that night, even though he was very tired, Monroe did something that would have made his mother very happy. He painted.
That's very cute right there, that ending part. But also I'm like, wait a second. He finally figures out who his father is. He has crazy magical powers that admittedly went away in a different world, but he just leaves his father behind. Like, did they not understand who they were to each other? Like, I'm kind of baffled right there. Like, I thought for a second he was going to say he was a better father than he was a painter or something like that. Kind of like earlier the king was a better potter and then he was a better painter, and then like it seemed like a natural progression. Plus now the boy is an orphan in an orphanage. And I thought that Swan was stealing the inheritance for a moment, the paintbrush. Silly swans. Overall, though, I really enjoyed this game. It was cute. The puzzles were all different in every section. There weren't any crazy bugs like you see in so many games these days, or maybe there were, but I didn't find any of them. There were the spiders, of course. Different kind of bug, I guess, if you're gonna count it and be that picky. There is some replay value in finding all the balloons. Like, I know I didn't even get near all of them, especially in the ending parts where it's all like, the water is rising, you gotta move now or you're gonna drown. I tend not to be as thorough in my search of anything when water and death is on the line. Overall, though, I am happy to see that the boy survived. The line that the boy comes from, the family the boy comes from, is kind of cursed, so I would be curious to see if there's going to be a third one where maybe Monroe and the other girl from the What Remains of Edith Finch, if they end up meeting up at some point. That would be kind of cool, like a neat way to connect them, but not a necessary one. But enough of all my views and opinions on this. I want to know what you guys think down below. If you had any thoughts or questions about the series, just let me know down there, and I hope you enjoyed it all. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Till then, bye!